And with that, the microphone actually goes on again. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. I suppose, Italian campaign, why not? Let's do the intro again, even though we have been going for like 10 minutes already. Light cruiser only campaign, no heavy ships allowed, and things are looking a-okay. We're hitting Russia and we're hitting them as hard as we can. And there was much rejoicing. Right? In 3 months we'll have, no, even in 1 month, we have a couple of extra ships. Let's build a couple more. Both classes. Yeah, 6, fine. Alright, there we go. 18 light cruisers under construction. We are seeing some ships moving into Murmansk area. However, is that the way to go? It's a 62% chance to take this part of Russia. I could divert the ships, and actually, I think that is the smartest thing to do. More firepower for this invasion. One turn, this one. And let's hit the Russian mainland as hard as possible to break them. Like a Kit Kat. Oh, God. Bad sense of humor. I know, I know. Kit Kats are pretty cool, though. A very old Dragon Ball Z spoof, essentially. Are you for real? Yeah. Good old days. Ooh, Mark V 5-inch guns. That is gonna be interesting. Let's hit the end turn again and skip forward until something happens. Well, speak of the devil, and one shall appear. Not even a turn later, and a Russian battleship has shown up. And yeah, I suppose we have to kill them. Kill it with fire. Because AP probably won't work. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Gather up that fleet, boys and girls. Gather up that fleet. Let's open up a bit. Let's do the same here. Just so there is less chance of accidental fire hitting one of my ships. We've spotted the Russians, 35 kilometers out, or nautical miles, I suppose. I don't know. The game never really specified what it's supposed to be. I like to think it's not a... The ship speed is not, obviously. But I like to think it's kilometers. Yeah. What's the shortcut for nautical miles? Oh, shortcut. Well, you know what I mean. Right? Right? We should be in weapon range pretty soon. But while we have a couple of seconds to go, let's take a look at this Russian battleship. It is a Dreadnoughts with gun positions in the middle. I like the secondary positions here on the aft of that ship. That looks nasty. That looks nasty indeed. Alright. So far, so good. But it is a... oh, I wouldn't say tricky one, but as you can see... we're closing in decently with this last course correction. In fact, some of my ships are opening fire. But in exchange, the enemy is opening fire as well. That is a heavy cruiser. Ooh. Ouch! What happened to you? 15-inch hits. Ow. Ouchie. Well done, battleship. That, of course, is the risk of this kind of engagement. That battleship, in theory, is quite capable of hurting me badly. And since they're running away, it's tricky, because I have to close the distance, and they're actually pretty fast if they want to. 34 knots. My ships are faster, at least some of them are. Not all of them, as you can see. However, our first hits start to come in as well now. Gotta neutralize some of those, well, I gotta neutralize those escorts. In fact, let's focus on doing so. This division, keep firing over there. This division, evasive action please. Focus at that second escort ship. This division turn in the other direction. Also, please engage the escorts. The rest is looking fine. A fog is rolling in. No, not a fog. A storm. Interesting. That might be to my advantage. Possible torpedo launch. Doing a zig and a zag with that division. This division may actually come in. This division may come in as well. These girls are very far out. Let's turn you back in. The light cruiser is in trouble. In fact, she surrendered. Good. Good. Must be terrifying. You know, being on a sinking ship is one thing. Being on a sinking ship while it's bad weather. Ugh. Especially in that day and age. Open lifeboats. Probably unable to launch them due to the weather. Due to the weather conditions. Ah. Not fun. Not fun, mate. Something that might be fun is an aggressive torpedo launch from both sides towards said battleship. Did we launch some? I don't think so. We did. Some torpedoes have been launched. Turn off torpedoes here and turn. Just so you don't get into a crossfire. Not a lot of torpedoes have been fired though. Maybe 1 or 2 ships. Yeah, you fired. That's all. That won't help much. But it might scare him. Look how she's turning. Yoink, turning away. That is a clear indication she spotted some torpedoes. Turn off, smoke, and fall back. And enemy destroyed. Oh, there are the torpedoes. Yeah. She could take a pounding. And I lost a single ship. Bolzano. That was an unlucky hit. But it is a sign on the wall, I think, for this campaign. I've learned 2 very important lessons during this fight. And I need to take action immediately. Because I hope you guys saw what I saw. First things first though, let's check. Yeah, 100% chance to take Central Russia. That is pretty damn good. Tell me, can we also invade Persia? Yes, we can. Let's do so. Hi. Persia fleet. Abbas will be the harbor we're going to take. Interesting. Italian Persia. Huh. That's something new. The Romans never got that far. But yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing enemy ships that are doing 34 knots. So my ships are faster than the enemies, but not by much. And I think that before too long, the 36ers will need to be overhauled to remain viable options. Luckily, it's not as bad as I thought. I thought for a moment I had ships doing 33 knots, but that is not the case. So it's not as bad as I thought. It's still scary, though. It's still scary. Maybe we should stop focusing there. Start focusing on boilers and engines. We need better engine efficiency and some better engines. Yeah, I would like that. I would very much like that. Napoleon failed to take it. The Austrian painter failed. I succeeded. Do I want to have a war with China right now? That's 7. We can take that monetary loss, that's fine. That is more than fine, that's just a turn worth of money right now. As we gain control over Central Russia, ladies and gentlemen. This is a huge victory for me, and a devastating defeat for the Russians. Wouldn't say they lost... Well, yeah, they lost their main area, let's be honest. Now the problem is moving all my ships to the next Russian ports here. So, shall we get Persia, yes or no? Let's find out. As the invasion of northern Russia has begun. That's right, folks. The last port of the Russians in the north, in Europe, will be attacked as well. Oh, come on, again? This is getting expensive. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We got Persia. Nice. China. Improve relations, please. Go bother someone else. Also, the fact that I got a supply port here now will be very useful. I'm gonna leave those ships there. Ready to engage in the Arabian Sea when I get tired of the Chinese provocations. Also, there are Russian ships at Kronstadt still. Why? Why indeed? Also, the invasion is in the other part of town. I had hoped it would be around Murmansk, but it's around Angelsax. It's one of those names I really can't pronounce. Arkhangelsk? I mean, it's... What, Archangel? I mean, that's fine, but yeah, don't expect me to pronounce it. Don't. Just don't. And fleet status. How long are those constructions until they are due? 5 months, 7 months? Okay, that's pretty good. So around March, April of next year, most of my ships will be ready for service. Let's, since we're still busy with the Russians, improve relation with Great Britain. And let's build a dockyard. Because we can. Boiler tech coming up. Advanced battleship funnels. Great. Ooh, that is already 100% chance of success now. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, poor Russians. Yeah. Of course, what I could do is attack Thailand. I could send these ships here that are protecting Persia. Also, wow, that port has a 0 out of 0 capacity. I'm gonna move my ships into the port anyway. Want to see what happens. Suddenly 2 fleets disappear? I do wonder what will happen. A port that is so small. I do wonder. Especially with that many ships in port, how fast will this port grow? Russian submarines in the Caribbean? Well, that is new. They die, though. So will this one. Couple of transports. The Dutch want even more cruisers. Sure. China took Sumatra. Okay, we're gonna leave one turn here, then we're going... Interesting, China. Interesting move. Scary move. You won't be able to defend that against me. Of course, our alliance with Japan is still doing good. France is 44 ships. Should have eliminated them when I had the chance. These ground attacks are not really succeeding, are they? No, the Russian... How many troops does the Soviet Union have? 1.6 million. Against my 3 million, yeah. I'm a bit under pressure, really. As in, my forces are divided. And that, of course, will make it a bit harder on me. Should be okay, though. Failed once again. Don't want to do that one. Holy shit. British fleet just got decimated. Let's improve relations with the Brits. We got hull strengthening coming up. That's large battleship hulls. That really does not interest me. This, on the other hand, Radar 2, will interest me. 18-inch Mark 1s, yeah, don't care. Yeah, 6 months. In 6 months we can do something fun with our ships. Also, say goodbye to Northern Russia. It shall now be renamed Northern Italy. Yes. Yes, I like that. Go away. Oh. Southern Egypt. Yes, I'm gonna do that one. Need one more turn, pardon me. These ships move out in 2 divisions. The port did not grow, oddly enough. I expected that port would grow. So many ships docked there for quite a while? Huh, interesting. None of these invasions are succeeding. One more turn for the naval conquests. I could go for a peace deal afterwards with the Russians. I mean, let's see how things develop, shall we? That's fine. Don't care about that fleet, honestly. Okay. Northern Russia is ours. What you gonna do, Russians? What you gonna do? You just lost another 5 million men. You are down to 37 million Russians. 56 other populations, and I suppose... No, that's not all Thailand. I suppose you took a couple of states here. And Thailand. Okay. Okay. Well. 39% chance of success of taking southern Egypt. However, it's only 4 turns. I think I'm moving most of my ships now. This division. Then we have these ships remaining, and that fleet is gonna dock. At least some ships. And we'll go there. Out of those 5 ships, let's see, there is one. Kronstadt, 3 ships, let's go. That fleet will disperse over these ports to act as coastal defense against the remaining Russian ships here. Very good. Very good. Now, I'm building new ships still, right? Yeah. You girls. Odessa, La Spezia, Toulon, Marseille, Brest, no. Catalonia, Tunis, Tobruk, there we are. Select. I want to deploy them here, so I can easily deploy them to the front lines. Germany? That's evil. I mean, with all due respect, that is evil. Alright, we got that one. Fleet should be arriving in 2 turns. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I don't like all the Chinese ships in the region, though. Like, what are you doing here? You're going to the North Atlantic. Why? You should be operating here. You should be poking at the US, at the Dutch, at Indonesia. Maybe at the French, because they're easy targets. Also, wow, Russia has a lot of submarines out and about, don't they? Soviet Union, 8 submarines, yeah. They still got a decent fleet. Let's see, do I have any progress with my ground invasions here? 0, 0, 0, 0, and 0. Alright, I'm willing to sign a peace deal, Russia. You better accept it. No effects. The Russians launch a naval invasion. Oh, how cute. And apparently, one of my fleets is still in the area. Ouch time. Alright, next turn these ships should arrive, boosting that conquest, hopefully. It would be nice to get southern Egypt. It's not the most vital piece of land, but I would like to have it. In a future war against Great Britain, that can be very useful, I think. Also, an American Yemen. Yeah. Like that's ever gonna happen in real life, right? Okay, yeah. I'm almost ready, China. Dutch want another cruiser, sure. Albania has been taken. Not necessarily needed for me, but, you know, historically it's kind of nice to have it. Alright, next turn my fleet will be ready. Oh yes, they will be ready, China. They're gonna hit you, and they're gonna hit you hard. China does not have a lot of ports, do they? 1, 2, 3, 4. Essentially 4 zones that I have to take. It is tempting, isn't it? Yeah, Soviet Union wants a peace deal. I agree. Oh, we failed to take southern Egypt. That's a surprise. That is a surprise indeed. You two will return home. Okay, well, I'm going to tell my ships, at least some of them, to continue towards Chinese-owned lands. And that will be my first. Although what I could do, what is also very fun, is leave China and Sumatra, and then take the rest of China instead, turn them into an island nation. I mean, we never in the history of China had a Chinese island nation, right? No, sir, we did not. And are there still Chinese ships in this region? Yeah, there are. In fact, they keep moving here to this area. Although they're gonna move towards Shanghai now. Am I gonna take the risk? I'm gonna take the risk. I'm gonna deploy all my ships in Asia. This entire fleet. That said, I do want an immediate... although, cruiser design. Let me see, what can we get? Nah, that's not interesting. Okay, new design. Are we gonna do a new design? We are 46 minutes in already. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you very much for watching. Join me next time when we're gonna build a new light cruiser that will rule the world. Until then, as always, take care.
Non più tra I farfalloni amoroso, notte e giorno di torno girando, delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto a dolcino d'amor. Delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto a dolcino d'amor.